One afternoon, while browsing through a local garage sale, Mark came across an old, dusty radio sitting on a forgotten table. It was a vintage model, with a wooden frame and brass knobs that seemed to whisper of a different era. Intrigued, he picked it up for a few bucks, thinking it would be a nice addition to his collection of antiques. Later that evening, Mark plugged the radio into his living room outlet. He tuned the dial, and static filled the room. After some fiddling, a faint voice emerged, though it was barely audible. At first, he assumed it was just interference, but as he tried to turn the volume up, the voice became clearer. "Mark. Mark." It whispered, chilling his spine. He froze, his heart pounding. The voice was unmistakable, it was his own. Confused and a little unnerved, Mark turned off the radio, thinking it must have been some strange broadcast or a glitch. He tried to shake it off, telling himself it was nothing more than a trick of his mind. But the next evening, the radio did it again. This time, the voice spoke more clearly. "Mark. I know what you did." His hands trembled as he reached to turn it off, but the voice grew louder. "You can't hide from me. I know everything." Mark's thoughts raced. There was no way anyone else knew what he had done. Only he knew the dark secret, the accident he had never told anyone about. Panic set in. He grabbed the radio, unplugging it with force. But before it fell silent, one final whisper slipped out, "I know the truth." Later that night, as he tried to sleep, Mark heard a faint whisper. This time, it was coming from the radio that now lay unplugged on the floor. As he turned to look, he saw the brass knobs slowly begin to twist on their own. And then, the voice, clear as ever, whispered, "I am always here." Mark never turned on the radio again.